therapy, which is traditional Indian medicine, and that's why we had you fill out the questionnaire before we started to find out what your dosha is. In Ayurvedic medicine, everyone is one of 3 doshas. It involves your body type as well as any medical or mental problems that you may be having. So it helps us to find out a little bit about you and a little bit about what you need. And Shirodara involves gently pouring liquid, usually oil, and in this case herbal oil based on your dosha needs, over the forehead and the third eye, which is the point right between your eyebrows. It's not quite on the nose, it's a little bit higher up, but it's not in the middle of the forehead, it's lower down. That's your third eye. And I know some people are nervous that we're just going to drip oil on your forehead. What it is it's a steady stream of oil. We will refill the bowl a few times. And in the beginning, we will move the oil stream around on your forehead. And then we will gradually slow down until it is a stream hitting one spot, but it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. It shouldn't feel obviously painful at all. So if for some reason you become uncomfortable or if it makes you feel nervous, we can stop at any time. There is a little metal switch, which all I have to do is close it and the oil will stop, okay? So don't be worried. All right. Yes, you can use oil, milk, buttermilk, coconut water, or even just plain water. But in this case, we're going to use some oil that I'm going to add some herbs to. Okay. And it should be able to help with a few of the issues that you said you're coming in for today. Okay. So to start off with, I see your paperwork here, and it does look from your paperwork like your issues are mostly around the kapha dosha. So the kapha issues that it sounds like you're having is a little bit of depression, feeling a little bit lethargic and melancholy. Is that right? Maybe a little sad? Okay. Have you noticed at all that you're feeling very rigid, very tied to routine, lacking in flexibility? It's very common when we're depressed that we want to sort of do the same things all the time. Usually we're not ready to venture out to try a lot of new things when we're depressed. Okay. And any other physical problems that you're having? Okay. So maybe a little bit of stomach problems. Alright, that's pretty common. Okay, I think from looking at your information, I can see what you need. So in Ayurvedic medicine, the issues that we struggle with kapha is often feeling heavy. So that can lead to very negative feelings, feeling melancholy, also not wanting to be active, wanting to be sedentary. Being oily, we consider you're either light or oily, and kaphas tend to be oily, and that can manifest in sadness and attachment to things or people, an unhealthy attachment. And then the kaphas are also usually cold. So again, you can be hot or cold. And And when you're cold, you tend to be more rigid and less flexible, sometimes a little bit aloof from people. So the way we counteract that in Shirodara is we will start off by moving the oil back and forth in a zigzag motion across your forehead. The oil will be nice and warm. It won't be hot, but it will be warm, so it should be comfortable. And we'll do that for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then I'm going to slowly slow down how quickly we move the oil. And then it will eventually settle on your third eye, and it will stay there for about 20 minutes. And we'll use a couple of pots of oil. The way we do Shirodara, let me show you. So we have this bronze pot, and it is going to hang over your forehead. We have a very secure rod, and it hangs with these chains right here. And those chains will hang down and the oil will drip. We're going to put towels under your neck, and underneath your head will be a bucket and plastic on the floor. So all oil is actually going to drain down your hair. The oil is very good for your hair. If you can stand it, I can give you a towel that you can take home. You can wrap your hair in that towel, and if you want, you can leave the oil in your hair overnight. The oil is wonderful for your hair. It might stain your pillowcases and things like that, so that's the reason why we give you a towel that you probably want to make sure is secure so it won't come off in the middle of the night. If you can't stand it, leave it on as long as you can. It's really good for your hair. It's really good for your body. It's nice to have that oil sit on there. If not, and some people just really can't handle it, or they need to go somewhere after this in the evening and they can't, leave it in their hair. We do have showers here. You're welcome to take a shower in the locker room. But again, I highly recommend leaving it in your hair if you can and washing it out in the morning, because it's the best deep conditioning treatment you can get. And it should really make your hair feel wonderful. Okay. So are you feeling ready? What we're going to do is, I have the oil heated. I'm actually going to use some rose oil. Okay? So I'm going to just drip a little bit of rose essential oil into the oil, and then I'm also going to I have some rose leaves, and I'm just going to grind those up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to add those to the oil too. And I'm going to let those steep in the oil for a little while we start the beginning of the treatment. Okay? So to start off, I'm actually going to have you lay face down. And I have a hot towel here. And I've actually placed some chamomile in the water. The hot towel was soaked in warm water with some chamomile, and I've wrung it out so it's still warm and a little damp, but not wet. So I'm going to place that on your spine, all along your spine, and I'm going to press the points along your spine, on either side of your spine, just using my thumbs, all up and down, starting at your neck with both thumbs on either side, working my way down to your sacrum, And as I do this, you want to allow yourself to take some deep breaths. Deeply relaxing breaths. Relax and calm. Okay, starting to feel relaxed. Now I'm just going to take the towel off of your back. Okay, and then I'm going to have you flip over. Okay, and now have you face up. And I'm just going to use a couple of hot stones right around your heart and your belly. They're nice and warm. And I'm going to place my right hand on your belly with the warm stone. The stone's cooled a bit. It's not hot. It's not going to burn you. And then my left hand on your heart, just rubbing gently. Taking a few more deep breaths. Now I'm going to take a bit more of this chamomile with a little bit of the rose in it. And I'm going to place it on a few points on your feet. Okay? Using the points of my fingers. This is not too much of a massage, just really applying the oil to points on the feet. Okay, and then I'm going to take another hot towel and just wrap it around your feet so your feet will be nice and warm throughout the whole treatment. Okay, now I'm going to have you move a bit farther back on the table. Alright, and you're going to actually slide so your forehead is tilted off the back of the table. Okay, now I'm going to place a towel over your eyes. Does that feel okay? Now let me place this towel under your neck. Alright, so now the towel's on the edge of the table under your neck. Any oil that ends up going down to your neck will just go into that towel. But again, it shouldn't drip. I do this a lot, so I really know how to control the oil now so that it just goes in your hair and into the bucket. Also, the reason we have the tub underneath is we're going to actually take all of the oil that we use and we're going to put it in a couple of containers for you, and you can take those home. And you can use that for self-massage as well. Again, it's been through your hair, so you probably want to use it on yourself. It's also nice to add to a bath to leave you a little oil, and it'll have that rose essential oil in it as well, so it'll smell nice. Okay, and I have this towel ready. This is the towel I'll also use to wrap up your hair when we're all done. Okay, and I'm just going to check the oil on my forearm. Okay, it's warm, but not too hot. Okay. And I'm just going to take the first container of oil, and I have the big brass bowl, as you can see, has a funnel at the bottom. That's where the oil will come out, but it's also got a valve so I can shut off the oil. So it's shut right now. And I'm just going to pour the first pot of oil into the brass bowl. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now again, this is about 18 inches away from your forehead. That is on purpose so that you will have a more pointed spot where the oil hits your forehead. It'll feel a little bit harder, and again, because we want this to waken you up, we want it to be lively because of your dosha issues. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath. Again, we can stop at any time if you're nervous, if it feels uncomfortable. Now I'm going to open up. Okay, you feel it on your forehead? Alright, now I'm going to use my hands and just gently move the bowl in a zigzag motion over your forehead, up and down. So it goes from the edge of your hairline down to your eyebrows, back up, down, from the bridge of your nose all the way up to the middle of your hairline, back down, and then back up to your hairline, but again, moving at a pretty brisk pace at first. Okay. How does that feel? Is that all right? Okay. Good. It's not what you expect. I know a lot of people expect it to be uncomfortable. A lot of people expect it to be something they endure. It's not at all. It's very, very relaxing. And honestly, by the time I slow down and place it right on your third eye, you'll barely notice the oil. It's not hard when it hits. Again, we want you to feel it because it's kapha dosha. So for some other dosha issues, we may keep it closer to the forehead so that the oil is not as intense and it spreads out across the forehead a bit more. But for kapha, we want you to be able to feel it, but it doesn't hurt. It's not hard. And it's just going to move back and forth across your forehead. Are you feeling okay? Alright, it's going to start to slow down just a little bit. Just keep breathing deeply. You should feel totally relaxed. This is going to help. It's going to help your body not to feel so heavy. And I know it seems strange using 2 big pots full of oil, but it'll also keep your body from feeling as oily. It's one of the reasons why we move the oil quickly, and why it's more of a direct pressure. Again, it just keeps your body, keeps the oil moving, and it does help to lighten your body a bit. And the nice warm oil will help your body warm up. Again, We have the nice warm towels on your feet, and we use the nice warm towel on your spine. And continuing to slow down as we go across your forehead, back and forth. Does that feel okay? Alright. And now slowly, I'm going to start going so slowly that the stream is barely moving. Alright. Okay, and we've used all of the oil on this pot, which is just perfect. As I'm going to add another pot of oil. And for this one, it's going to rest just on your third eye. Okay. Are you ready? Alright, I'm going to turn on. Okay. The oil's coming down, hitting your third eye. We have your head tilting back though, so it's going to go backwards off of your forehead through your hair. It's not going to pool in your eyes. We have your eyes covered anyway, the towel, but the oil's really not going near your eyes anyway. Okay. Does that feel alright? Alright, and now I'm going to use my hands to slowly work my hair through the scalp. Work my hands through your hair and the scalp. Make sure the oil is all in your hair. And then using my fingers to do some slight massaging of your hair. Does that feel good? Alright. Keeping my forefingers together and massaging all around your head. Oil still feels okay. Alright, just running right on your third eye. Okay. Alright, is that feeling alright? Okay. Keep breathing. As we get to the end of this pot of oil, have you thought about if you would like to keep the oil in your hair overnight, or if you'd like to go take a shower? I'm gonna try. Yeah, why not try after you're doing this whole day, taking care of yourself and trying to heal? Might as well bring a little bit of that home. And again, the slight, not discomfort, but inconvenience of having your hair oily and up in a towel will help you remember that today is about taking care of yourself. Today is about you. And if you want, I'm also going to give you, I have a handout of self-massage techniques. In Ayurvedic medicine, you would give yourself a self-massage every morning before you get ready for your day. So I used to have a special robe that I would wear that I didn't mind getting oil on. And you're going to have all of this oil from the Shirodara that you can use, and it'll have this nice rose smell. And every time you use it, you can remember that it's important to take care of yourself, and taking care of yourself will help you take care of others. Okay. And we've finished up the second pot of oil. Did that feel strange just on your third eye? No, it doesn't. It might feel strange if you started that way, but after the beginning movement of the oil, it feels fine. Okay, so now I'm going to just move that out of the way, and I'm going to wrap up your hair in this towel, okay? Alright, and I'm going to secure it well. Do you need any help getting into your shirt with the towel on? It should be okay. You have a button down. Great. That's actually perfect. So you can just button your shirt on in the locker room. And we will greet you at the reception desk. Okay, are you feeling all right? Do you need anything else? No. Okay, it was great being able to give you this treatment today. I hope it does make you feel better. Hope it gets you out of this little rut that you have. And feel free to come back anytime for another Shirodara treatment or an Abhyanga Ayurvedic massage. We use herbal oils for that as well, and that's based on your dosha. So we have an idea of some of your dosha issues at this point, but we can retest it again, and hopefully things will have changed and your kapha won't be quite so strong. You'll be a bit more balanced. But I'm happy to help you with that at any time, okay? Alright, I'll see you soon. Feel free to rest here as long as you need. Alright, bye-bye.